What's up guys, this is 8-Bit Eric and this is my review of Chasing Aurora for the Wii U.
This is Chasing Aurora for the Wii U, available for download in the eShop. Now it's made by Austrian indie developer Broken Rules. And in Chasing Aurora, they present a simple yet beautiful and satisfying game based on flying. The single player mode, which can be played entirely on the Wii U gamepad, lets you race through 20 different tracks that progress in difficulty from easy all the way up to nightmare and impossible. As one of 5 colorful birds featured in the game, you'll fly through courses that contain a variety of obstacles that include water, fallen rocks, lightning, wind, and more as you race against time to keep your bird flying for long as possible as you send it soaring, diving, and flap its way through hovering path markers. Now this simple yet addictive challenge sends you around circles over and over again for the best score. In single player mode, the gamepad controls for the game are simple, with the left analog stick controlling the flying of your bird, and one button is used to flap wings for extra speed, and another one is used to dive in order to quickly drop latitude.
Now this may not be everybody's cup of tea, however I think there's a nice little niche that Broken Games decided to touch upon that is overlooked, and that is basically a game that's easy to pick up and play. One that doesn't take long to master. A game that is more than just about shooting things and killing things and fighting things. It's just a game to sit down and play. It reminds me of a lot of early versions of computer games. Now the single player mode in Chasing Aurora is very bare bones. But where the game really shines is in its multiplayer. Now while the multiplayer isn't online capable, it's not something to look down upon. In fact, I encourage playing Chasing Aurora multiplayer because it promotes the one thing that I believe in, and that's getting a group of friends, sitting on a couch, and taking turns kicking each other's ass.
Up to 5 people can play in 3 games: hide and seek, freeze tag, and chase. Now, since the Wii U currently only supports 1 gamepad per console, in multiplayer, players 2 through 5 control their birds with either a Wii Remote sideways, a Wii Remote nunchuck combo, or a classic controller. Now, these are flexible control options that are a nice addition to encourage a gathering group of friends, but in my opinion, nothing compares to flying around as the player that's holding the gamepad. The feeling of flight is as smooth as ever with the left analog stick, and it is beautiful. In hide and seek, the gamepad player turns into a golden bird and tries to evade capture by the other players for a set amount of time. The gamepad bird will have a relatively zoomed out view of the action on the touchscreen, while the others share a split screen view on the TV. The hiding player also holds a gem that adds extra competition to the game. If the golden bird drops a gem, the other players have a chance to grab it for bonus points. Now freeze tag, the gamepad player is an ice bird, and the rest of the players have to avoid getting frozen. The ice bird of course has its own gamepad view, while the others share a split screen on the TV. Chase is different than the other 2 games. It's played on a single screen with no added benefits for the gamepad player. Instead, everyone starts off rushing for a gem, and whoever gets it controls the screen scrolling movements. The other players have to try to snatch it away and not get left behind.
Now, Chasing Aurora presents an original idea in a world where games are full of first-person shooters, sports games, fighting, violence, and aliens, and all sorts of knickknacks. They present a game where you play as birds. Now, while this might sound a little strange, this game has a distinct appeal and feeling to it. From everything from the music, to the cel shading graphics, to the environment, it just screams relaxation. It just screams, just chill. And I think that's something everybody needs once in a while. So playing single player, while it may be the same old game, it's an original idea and it has its benefits. The multiplayer seems addictive enough to have it a party game. It's easy to set up, just hand everybody a controller, no need to explain how to play. Perfect. Who doesn't love that? So Chasing Aurora's multiplayer is a definite plus. Forget that it's not connected online. Now, as I mentioned, the graphics and cel shading fit the environment. It's perfect. And the best thing of all is that if you get this game or you check it out, you're supporting indie developers. So by checking out this game, it can help out the company. I mean, who doesn't want to help out a company get its foot in the door? Now, for $14.99, it might be a little pricey. You might be able to get something a little bit more action-oriented. But if you're looking to take a look at something that's a little bit more original and something different than what's out there today, I highly recommend checking out Chasing Aurora. And that's it for today, guys. Thanks a lot. This has been 8-Bit Eric. Stay tuned.